court, you think?
It could be. It's either the courts or, I don't know, we'll have to contact DIT.
Or is it because I think in these ones that has happened, we've gotten slightly behind our calendar? Could that be it? But they're still on our physical electronic calendar, so I don't know.
I didn't hear what you said there.
If because we got slightly delayed in our calendar, if that affects it?
No. I don't know why it's happening.
Right away, notice how the judge dives straight into the case details. No fluff. This tells us the court's docket is packed, and efficiency is everything. What do you think? Should judges take more time explaining things, or is straight to the point better?
We will go on the record in the matter 24 CF 216, State of Wisconsin versus Kobe Diosce. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. Mr. Diosce appears in person with counsel Zachary Fischer. We're set today in this matter for a plea and sentencing hearing. The parties have reached an agreement. Mr. Fischer, can you please recite the agreement for the record?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Diosce is going to plead to the count as charged, and the agreement is that it will be for court costs only.
Why is that in the public interest, Mr. Schmidt?
1 sec while I sign into everything.
And I believe I had him be in person.
Here's a big detail. The firearm wasn't carried in public. That makes the case less about active danger and more about constructive possession. In plain English, it's not about what he did with a gun, but simply the fact that he had control over it.
Person because we needed DNA or something?
I was just in person just because it was a felony plea, and I just prefer to be here for this seriousness case.
That's great, and that is appropriate, Mr. Fischer.
Yeah, it's because this was a firearm that was in the home that he wasn't carrying in public, and he wasn't committing any crimes. He did not have any drugs, so it's not related to drugs or anything like that. I can't imagine what probation would do. And to be blunt, I think it's joint possession where the gun was primarily owned by Jessica Lindbergh and Tim. Her ex-husband, I can't recall his name.
All right. And Mr. Diosce, am I recalling correctly that you did go to treatment?
I just went and executed my probation in Attorney County.
Okay. All right. I thought you were in treatment, but because you appeared by video at one or so hearings. So, okay. All right. So that's the agreement that's been reached. Do I have a plea questionnaire?
Yes, Your Honor. May I approach?
You may. Thank you so much. Mr. Diosce, I have in front of me this plea questionnaire waiver of rights form. Do you recognize the document?
Yes, ma'am.
Did your attorney go over that document with you
Yes.
thoroughly?
Yes.
So you understand everything completely?
Yes.
That's your signature?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty to the charge, which is a Class G felony. Did your attorney go over with you the rights, your constitutional rights?
Yes.
Do I need to go over them with you in any more detail?
No.
You understand them completely?
Yes.
And you understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving those rights?
Yes.
You understand that if you're not a citizen of the United States, your plea could result in your deportation?
Yes.
You understand the state would have to prove on or around September 21st, 2024, in Burnett County, Wisconsin, as a party to a crime, you possessed a firearm.
And here's the reality check. Even if the plea deal is light, the judge makes it clear. She could still hand down the maximum penalty if she wanted. That's a powerful reminder that a plea deal is a recommendation, not a guarantee.
Firearm, having been convicted of a felony in Diosce County, Minnesota 30-CR-21-866. Do you understand what the state would have to prove?
Yes.
Do you understand maximum possible penalty could be a fine of up to $25,000 or imprisonment of up to 10 years or both?
Yes.
Do you understand that the agreement here is for costs only, and that's a
Yes.
recommendation to the court?
Yes.
Do you understand I don't have to follow that?
Yes.
Said differently, I could sentence you all the way up to the maximum penalty if I thought it was warranted.
Yes.
Do you still wish to proceed and enter a guilty plea?
Yes.
Did you go over that criminal complaint with your attorney
Yes.
and the alleged facts there? And some of the facts were stated by Mr. Schmidt here today, but as it relates to that firearm and as a party to a crime, are you admitting that those are for the most part accurate?
Yes.
Mr. Fischer, may the court use the probable cause section of the criminal complaint to find a factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone made any threats or any promises to you, Mr. Diosce, for you to plead guilty to the charge?
No.
You're doing so freely and intelligently, telling the court you fully understand what you're doing
Yes.
and voluntarily?
Yes.
Are you satisfied with your attorney's services?
Yes.
He's done a good job.
Yes.
Talk to you about this case?
Yep.
Yep. Anything further that you would like me to go over?
No.
You understand you're pleading guilty to a felony. As such, you will no longer be able to use or possess a firearm for life.
Yes.
No voting in any election until your civil rights are restored.
Yes.
As to the sole count, possession of firearm by felon as a party to a crime, how do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
Court will find your plea of guilt is done knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily. I'm going to find you understand your constitutional rights and what it means to waive and give up those rights. I'm going to find a factual basis to accept your plea of guilt. Based on that, I will find you guilty of that sole count. Judgment of conviction will be entered today. Argument and recommendation, Mr. Schmidt.
As the court to do costs, my main goal with this is to document the possession of the firearm for future cases in case it becomes relevant to those. This is a case.
This moment seals it. The DA explains constructive possession. Because he knew where the gun was and could get it easily. That counts as possession under the law. It doesn't matter whose name was on the gun. Wild, right?
Where law enforcement were investigating a burglary that happened across the street. The burglar they caught complained that he thought he was what's the term they use? Snitched on by a woman named Jessica Lindbergh. So he tried to do the same back to her, saying she had a gun and she had been showing it to everybody. She was living with Kobe Diosce. The police went and talked to her. She denied it. They then said to Kobe, hey, grab the gun. He went into the camper and immediately went and grabbed it, knew where it was, took it out. It was not locked up. It was not kept from him in like a locked gun cabinet or anything like that. That shows that he knew where it was and that he could exercise control over it. Therefore, it was a constructive possession of Jessica Lindbergh's gun. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Fischer.
Your Honor, I would ask you to follow the joint recommendation. I know that under normal circumstances, this is a quite generous offer for Mr. Diosce, and I think many factors play into this other than including the ones Attorney Schmidt said, also being that Mr. Diosce is a lifelong Minnesota resident and he has no other ties to Wisconsin. I did a quick criminal history check of Wisconsin and it just showed this case. I looked up his name and this was the only file that showed up in Wisconsin. He does have some criminal history in Minnesota. He has that drugs fifth possession, which was the basis for the possession of a firearm as a felon. Other than that, the only things that I see in terms of criminal history are, I believe it was the same time, so the same date of the offense as the drugs fifth possession back in 2021. He gave a false name to a police officer, convicted of a misdemeanor, and then he was convicted of a misdemeanor theft of motor fuel from retailer in 2022, and then the other convictions that I see are traffic related: 2023 driving after suspension, 2024 driving after suspension, and then 2025 driving after suspension. So I believe Mr. Diosce is, other than the charge obviously that we're pleading here today and the drugs fifth possession, has a minor criminal history that otherwise would not make him a threat to the public. And I believe that ultimately, with him having this felony firearm conviction, if he chooses to not only possess a firearm or any form of ammunition, I know in Minnesota they charge that separately as a gross misdemeanor for simply having possession of ammunition. Ultimately, Mr. Diosce is not going to be looking at any good future if he doesn't change the way he has behaved in the past. And I think throughout my conversations with him and getting to know Mr. Diosce, he's shown that he understands the seriousness of these allegations, and he's completely severed connections with Jessica. He has no intention on ever, frankly, returning to Wisconsin, to my knowledge. I believe he intends on rebuilding his life and moving forward in Minnesota and staying away from people that clearly were not good for him and got him involved in situations that led to where we are today. So for those reasons, I would ask you to follow the recommendation.
Thank you. Mr. Diosce, do you care to make a statement today? Tell me anything?
No.
Now, how much do you have the ability to pay it today? Or did you bring all of it?
None right now. I just got out of jail yesterday.
When will you have the ability to come up with at least $250?
Monday?
Monday, this coming Monday?
Yes.
And I have you're in Isanti?
Yes.
Oh, and that's an hour and 20?
About that?
About that? You have the ability to call and to pay that on Monday?
Yes.
If you pay it on Monday, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow the agreement. It's not, it is a serious one. I'm going to tell you, I take that charge.
This is where Judge Mojan gets practical. Instead of throwing him in jail, she creates a financial ultimatum. Pay $250 by Tuesday, or risk bigger fines and even jail time. It's basically courtroom tough love. Pay up, or face the consequences.
Very seriously. Because as a felon has no right. I don't care if people want to argue and say, but they have a right to protect themselves against burglars, bears, whatever. You don't have a right to possess a firearm. There's other types of protection, crossbow, I think pellet gun, those kinds of things. So that's why I take that charge very seriously. Under these circumstances, your culpability is a whole lot less, okay? And so that's why I am only going to do the costs. I'm following that recommendation. I'm going to take you at your word that you're going to pay $250 by 4 o'clock on Monday, okay? Actually, I'll give you until 4 o'clock on Tuesday, all right? Just in case there's that extra cushion that you need. I'm assessing what I'm going to do is I'm going to assess right now, and I'm going to state on the record that I'm going to assess $1,000 in fines and fees. If you pay the $250 by Tuesday at 4, I'll waive the rest and only do the $250, okay? Because again, I think that this charge is a serious charge. You're not going to prison. I'm not sending you to any jail time. And so that's why the hefty fines and fees, all right? But if you do what you tell me and you're promising me that you're going to pay the $250, which is my most important thing that I have to see be covered by Monday.
And that's the story here. Serious charge, but a practical resolution. Everyone played their role. The DA documented the case, the defense softened the landing, and the judge kept it balanced. No theatrics, just justice in motion. Would you say this outcome was fair or too lenient?
Or Tuesday at 4. The rest will go away. Okay?
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Deal?
Yes.
Okay. And if you fail to pay, not only will the court enter a civil judgment against you because you're always going to owe it, but I will issue a warrant and you could sit up to 6 months in jail. So it's very important that you pay. All right? So 20 days to appeal. Should you fail to appeal within 20 days, you lose that right. I am going to say no use or possession of a firearm for life, no voting in any election until your civil rights are restored. I have you on Marion Street, Southwest.
Correct.
Telephone ends in 1150.
Correct.
I need your fingerprints and I need your DNA. So before you're done here today, you're going to come up here, get the forms, then you're going to go to the sheriff's department, provide both of those, then you're free to leave.
Okay.
Okay? And what are you going to do by Tuesday at 4?
Pay that $250.
All right. And so I'm not sure if you just call the clerk's office and they do it over the phone. I'm not sure how that works. You might want to stop at the clerk's office and check first.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Anything further from the state?
Not from me.
From you, Mr. Fisher?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Then we are adjourned. Come get your forms. Go do your stuff.